and grow a garden.
In Roblox, grow a garden.
Grow a garden.
Grow a garden with
Roblox, grow a garden.
Grow a garden.
Grow a garden just updated.
How diversified is your revenue stream? Is it just being driven by the likes of Grow a Garden?
This quarter, we had a breakout hit with Grow a Garden that took Roblox and really the platform to new world records. Set its place in the Guinness Book of World Records with having over 20 million people on the platform at the same time.
Talking record-breaking player counts, billions of visits, and TikTok clips everywhere. But now, things are starting to change.
States of Grow a Garden, where it's gone, and how I want to fix it.
Garden, just 2 months ago, it was the biggest game we've ever seen. Not just in Roblox, but in the entire gaming space. It's worst day ever.
Part 1. The Rise of an Anomaly. Chapter 1. The Unprecedented Ascent. The story of Grow a Garden is a paradox of modern gaming, a free-to-play idle game of the past that became the biggest game on Roblox, not because of its design, but because of a perfect storm of simplicity and virality. Created by an anonymous 16-year-old known as BMW Lux in just 3 days, the game's initial version was unassuming, but a pivotal moment came in April 2025 when Splitting Point Studios, a company that scouts for promising Roblox experiences, acquired a share. This was the beginning of an unprecedented ascent for the game. By May 17, 2025, the game had already reached 5 million concurrent users on Roblox. This explosive growth peaked on August 23, 2025. An outrageous 21 million to 22 million concurrent players. For context, that number surpassed the all-time concurrent player record of Fortnite, and at one point was greater than the top 5 games on Steam combined. The game's idle mechanics, where plants continue to grow even when a player is offline, was perfectly suited for a young, mobile-first audience. It was a low-demand experience that was easy to pick up and share, creating a viral feedback loop amplified by the involvement of the professional studios. Its success wasn't about great game design, and we all know that. It was a reflection of its effectiveness as a tool to attract and retain a massive audience, built for a quick and explosive rise. Part 2. The facade of game design. At its core, the gameplay of Grow a Garden can be reduced to clicking buttons and standing AFK. The loop is so simple, all you do is plant seeds, wait for them to grow, and harvest them, and sell them for an in-game currency called shekels. The user interface is so minimal, it only has 3 buttons. One to buy seeds, one to teleport to your garden, and a shop. To mask this simplicity, the game introduced complex, and I'm being very, very loose with the term complex, systems. Players could buy sprinklers to increase the likelihood of their crops mutating into high-value variants. And there's some other stuff too, but realistically that doesn't matter. The game also features pets with unique abilities, such as the red panda's ability to restock rare shop items, or the woodpecker's ability to duplicate fruit. The design was not intended to be rewarding or skill-based, but more of a behavioral experiment to keep players engaged in a passive loop. The sprinkler method, which engages players to play sprinklers, log off, and then return. If sprinklers work like that, I forgot. This game is so boring. It removes invective engagement entirely is what I'm trying to say. These systems don't require skill or strategy. They simply extend the grind and try to justify the absurd microtransaction prices, earning it the label of a mobile slot game. Chapter 2. Monetization. The art of the predatory funnel. The commercial success of Grow a Garden is a direct result of its aggressive and predatory monetization. It operates on one currency system, shekels, and well, there is no other premium currency. You can just straight up buy, or at least have the chance to buy what you want from the shop. There's most things you can not buy directly. The monetization tactics are a masterclass in psychological manipulation. A former Square Enix executive, Jacob Navak, said somewhat evil due to its monetization practices. He stated, and I quote, "Do you want to pay to grow this faster? Do you want to pay to steal from someone else's garden? Feel free to throw money at us and we'll let you win this game incredibly fast." And yeah, that's true. If you really want to skip most progression, I did. I spent like 50 Robux, stole someone's super amazing fruit, and I had like 10 million shekels. And I was like, all right, now it's just a waiting game. A waiting game that I left as soon as that happened. Particular for its young demographic, with many reports indicating that 35% of the players are under 13. This game is riddled with microtransactions that are seen to essential to progress. Just any of the stuff you can see in the shop. You see it and it says 1,699 Robux, and you're like, man, I want that. It's pretty much all that. I don't need to go into too details. You can basically replace Ember Lily with anything or anything if it's anything in the shop, basically. It creates a restless sense of urgency or fear of missing out, FOMO, which is the coin term, by having seeds and gear and pets go in and out and releasing weekly exclusive or event items like every week. The reliance on probability and time-limited offers mirrors gambling and is especially concerning for a young audience. The involvement of professional studios, like Do Big Studios, has been criticized for this excessive monetization before. Chapter 4, The Inevitable Fall. The explosive rise of Grow a Garden was followed by equally dramatic decline. The concurrent player count plummeted from its peak of 2.2-ish million to an average of 754K by September 2025. This is a drop of over 95% of its player base in a few short months. It was not a surprise to nobody. As one critic noted, the game was never built to last. Once the novelty of simple click and wait gameplay wore off, there was nothing to do. The game's community also grew tired of the developers nerfing good plants and pets and ways to have fun, I guess. The game's reputation was further damaged by serious controversies, including accusations of the game's owners misusing the Roblox's DMCA system and doxing a lot of people to silence critics. This combination of hollow design, alleged misconduct, confirmed that the game was a short-term cash grab rather than a sustainable community-driven experience. Chapter 5, A Legacy Measured in Hype and Not Merit. Did Grow a Garden deserve to be the biggest game of all time? A look at other long-standing Roblox giants provides the definitive answer. No. Games like Brookhaven, as much as I hate them, and Adopt Me, as much as I hate them, have achieved their success with billions of visits over years and sustained engagement. Their success is a testament to community building, a stark contrast to Grow a Garden's fleeting nature. The fundamental flaw of Grow a Garden's success was a product of exploitative nature, not its intrinsic quality. It was a digital trap designed to exploit children, and a behavioral experiment. Its record-breaking player count was a statistical anomaly. Its rapid fall proves that its greatness was a function of hype and not merit or anything else. Just hype. Grow a Garden? Never should have happened. Alright, so what do you think? Is Grow a Garden a good game? Is it a bad game? Did it deserve it? Did it really deserve it for what even it did? And how little it really did? I don't know, tell me in the comment section below if you made it this far. Say Grow a Garden blows or something similar. Because I read all the comments, and I know I didn't upload last week. That was because of school. But also because, man, there is nothing on Roblox to make videos about unless I force myself to, and it's really hard to force myself to right now because Roblox is drier than dry. So like, subscribe, Zozettes. Peace. It's Chase Zo, mother trucker. It's Chase Zo, snitch. Let's get some Robux tonight.